lines.
You said that we'll be ready for a quiz.
Yes, I did.
When is our quiz again?
Monday.
Okay, so English test,
Biology test.
English, biology, algebra. Do you have something in Spanish?
I think we do. Yeah, no, that's on Tuesday.
Oh.
Yeah.
You have all of that on Monday? Okay. I might contemplate moving it. We'll see.
Yes.
I will decide.
All right.
Okay, problems. So the thing I'm going to caution you with this section is you've really got to pay attention to what they're asking you for and what form they want the line written in. Okay, if they want it in slope-intercept form, if they want it in point-slope form, or if they want it in standard form. I don't know if this section actually asks for standard form. Yeah, there are a couple that do. So just be aware of what they're asking for, because that is something like, if you take it all the way to slope-intercept form and it was supposed to be in point-slope form, I'm going to take off points. Now, most of the time you have to have put it in point-slope form first, so you won't lose like a ton of points, but you would lose points if you don't. If you put it in point-slope form and you're supposed to take it to slope-intercept, obviously you're going to lose points because you didn't take it all the way. So just be aware of that. The first ones give you a slope and a y-intercept, and they just want you to write the equation of the line. That should be the easiest question in the entire section. So number 4, they tell you that the slope is 3 and the y-intercept is -4. So, we literally just write y equals 3x minus 4.
Oh, that's easy.
So if they give you a slope and the intercept, then you can just go straight into that form, okay? If they give you that information, they're not going to tell you to put it in point slope form, right? There's not enough information for you to do that. So this is what it would have to be. 8, m equals -5, b equals -1. What would my equation of my line be? Yep. All right, the next one, say point slope form. So I'm going to note that here really quick. What is the equation of a line in point slope form?
Y minus y1 equals m in parentheses x minus x1. What?
I hope what I think I heard is not what I actually heard. I'm pretty sure somebody was saying a bad word, but I'm gonna hope that that's not what I heard. Anyways, okay, continuing on. Because I have no idea, because there's nobody in the hallway.
Oh.
So I have no idea who it is.
On the stairs.
Yeah.
Tristan Backy.
Sounded like a girl.
Mine was
All right. Number 10. The point is 3, -1, and the slope is -3. So be aware, a little bit later in the section, they're going to give us 2 points, okay, instead of a point and a slope. And they're going to tell you to write the equation of the line. If they don't specify what form, it doesn't matter. We typically want to go all the way to slope-intercept, though, because that's obviously what the easiest to deal with is. But you would have to find the slope first, and then you could write the equation using either point. But this one, they give us the slope and a point, so I just need to plug it into the equation. And so, let me make sure. Yep, they just want it in point slope form. So, this would be y minus a negative, so +1 equals -3 times x minus 3. Super random. Did I give y'all your tests back?
No.
Okay.
No.
I have them graded. Remind me when we're done and I'll give them back. Now, the other form of point slope form, I don't know if it was in your notes that the pre-cal book and I think the calculus book used, just so that you're aware, is y is equal to m times x minus x1 plus y1.
Oh, never mind.
What?
So if you moved this 1 over to this side, that would still be considered point slope form, but this is overall the formula that I'm going to use to write it. But I'm just letting you know if you moved the 1 over, it would still be fine. But this is the answer that I would be using. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm just giving you like a heads up because next year when you see it written in the other form, you're going to be like,
Oh,
what?
No, don't solve it. Just wait. Hold on.
Yeah, this just wants it in point slope form.
So just leave it.
So just leave it.
Oops.
I
I accidentally changed it to slope intercept.
My dad forgot my keys yesterday and I was so sad, so I told him.
If it just says to put it in, like, write the equation of the line, it doesn't specify, you can take it all the way, but these ones want it this way. 14, the point 12, 0, and the slope is 3/4. So again, this one, there's two different ways that you can write it and it be fine. The regular point slope form would be y minus 0 equals 3/4 times x minus 12. If it's a 0, it's also okay to write it just as y equals 3/4 times x minus 12, and that would still be considered point slope form.
Alright.
Okay, if x was 0, so let me do this. If we modified this question and it was instead 0, 12 for the slope of 3/4, then it would be y minus 12 is equal to 3/4, and then you could just put times x because it would be x minus 0. Okay, so I'm just showing you what if x was 0, the way you would write it, and then the other one is if y is 0. You can, I don't care, you can write it either way. Some people like to write the 0, some people don't, so either way would be fine. But we're leaving it in point slope form because that's what it asks for in the instructions. All right. Write an equation of the line that passes through the given point and satisfies the given condition. So it's going to give you a point, it's going to give you another line, and it's going to say parallel to or perpendicular to that equation of that line. So 22. Yeah. The point 2,8, and they say parallel to y equals 3x minus 2. So if it's parallel, what does that mean about my slope? What's true of the slope of parallel lines? They're the same, so what does that mean my slope is going to be?
3.
So it's also going to be 3. So now I can write it in, we're going to take it all the way down to slope intercept form to show that they're actually parallel, but I need point slope to set it up first. So what would that be?
Y minus 8 equals, hold on, let me think. 3. And our parentheses, x minus 2.
Yep. So then now we take it, and we're taking it down to slope intercept form. So we can add the 8, and I'm going to go ahead and distribute all in one step. So I've got 3x minus 6 and then plus 8. So ultimately I get y equals 3x plus 2. So that would be my equation of my parallel line. You can always look and say, is the slope ending up being the same, to just confirm that. I mean, it should be if you used it, but to make sure that you've done it correctly, you can always look back and check that to make sure. I'm going to do 24 as it is, and then I'm going to do it a modified version of 24. You'll see why in just a second. So 24, the point is negative 6, 2. And it says perpendicular, I'm just going to do the symbol for perpendicular, to y equals negative 2. Any ideas what I might have to do with a problem like this?
Will it x be 0 since there's only one?
So do I know what my slope is of this line?
There is no.
What's the slope of a horizontal line? 0. Okay, so that means that this is going this way, right? So if I want a line perpendicular to it, what's the only way to be perpendicular? Straight up and down.
X.
Huh?
Yes.
So it's going to be equation that's x equals.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, if it's through the point negative 6, 2, what does x have to be equal to? Negative 6. Has to go through this point.
Oh, so that's it.
Oh.
It's kind of easy.
Because if you have a horizontal line, perpendicular to it is vertical. Okay? Now, I'm going to modify this so we can actually do it with a different version. So I'm going to keep the same point, negative 6, 2, perpendicular to y equals negative 3x minus 2. Why not? All right, so the slope of this is negative 3. So what is the slope of my perpendicular line then?
Yeah.
Positive 1/3. So opposite sign and flip it. So now, point slope form, y minus 2 equals 1/3 times x, normally minus, but that's negative, so plus 6. Oh, good, I chose a number that cancels nicely. So I'm going to distribute and move the 2 over all at the same time. So I've got y equals 1/3 x plus 2 plus another 2 from the other side. So ultimately y equals 1/3 x plus 4. That would be my equation. And again, I can look, 1/3 and negative 3 are perpendicular slopes. So I know that I've done it correctly. So now we're getting into the ones where they give us 2 points. You're going to need to find the slope first, and then we will write the equation of our line with that. So 30, negative 1/3, and 2, 9.
Oh, for this we would be using
So I need the formula to find slope. How would I find the slope?
y2 minus y1 x down.
Yep, so it'll be 9 minus 3 over 2 minus a negative 1, so that would be plus 1. So 6 over 3, which is 2. You can go straight to 2. I just am writing all the steps out. So my slope is 2. Now, you can choose either point to write the equation with. I can show you both if you don't believe me. Which point do we want to use, the first one or the second one?
Yeah.
First one, sure. All right, so y minus 3 equals 2 times x. It'll be plus 1. So distribute, move the 3 over. Y equals 2x plus 2 plus 3. So y equals 2x plus 5. Now, if you want me to prove to you that the other point would give you the same final answer, y minus 9 equals 2 times x minus 2. Y equals 2x minus 4 plus 9. Y equals 2x plus 5. So either point will work. All right. All right, I want you to try this one on your own to tie it all together. So the points are 15, 20, and negative 12, 29.
Well,
So find the slope and then write the equation of the line using either of those points, and then we'll go over it. Do we have an answer?
Y equals negative 1/3 x plus 25.
Do we agree with her?
Yes.
What'd y'all get?
The same thing.
Why'd you
said
say no?
no.
Yeah, you did. Yes, you did.
I heard somebody say no, but I don't know who it was. All right, the last one wants it in standard form. So I'm just going to do one so you can see it. Aside from being able to plot the intercepts, I don't really like standard form. We don't use standard form a whole lot, but I just want us to see one of them. So 42, m is equal to negative 3/2, and it says it goes through the point 4, negative 7. So I always am going to have to start out, if I have a slope and a point, in point slope form. And so I would have y plus 7 equals negative 3/2 times x minus 4. I'm going to distribute and move the 7. So y equals negative 3/2 x plus 6 minus 7. Now, standard form is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are like typically integers, but numbers. So I need to move over the x value. So this is going to be 3/2 x plus y equals negative 1. Now, what I'm going to tell you is the book is going to have a slightly different answer, because they want you to have only integer values. What are integers?
No clue. Oh, like
Only whole number.
Whole numbers and their negatives.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to have a different answer. I would typically just leave it here. But they're going to take and multiply the entire equation by 2. So they're going to do this and give you 3x plus 2y equals negative 2. So if your answer has a fraction in it and you're like, well, their answer doesn't, that's probably what happened. Okay, they probably just multiplied everything like by the denominator so that they could get it with integer values. I'm not worried about them being integer values, but I'm just letting you know in case you're checking your answers in the back that that's what's going on. All right, any questions about any of this stuff?
Nope.
All right, so we've got about 20 minutes, I think, almost exactly for you to work. So problems 7, 13, 21, 23, 31, 35, nope, 33, 35,
Don't you dare.
and then
It's a sign.
43.